And we were going to collect some herbs with Nadine. I think this was the one.
It doesn't match Nadine's description. No flowers on the...
Oh, don't beat me up. Oh. Help. Oh, jeez. I'm Moxie. I'm sorry, septic. Thank you for a head pat.
Not what I'm looking for.
Or not. I think this is the one. I don't remember. It's been so long.
Nadine, I found some gumweed.
Ah, gumweed. Oh, here I go again. Oh no. Help. Oh, she's a little guy. Help. I have motion sickness. Help. Oh God. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Excellent work, Harley.
Ah! What did I do?
Now, I still have some more herbs on my list.
I'm being so nice.
So, what's next?
I am very Portuguese.
Desert lavender, though I don't see any here. Let's keep going. There may be some up ahead.
Why is that cactus so suspicious? Is someone gonna shoot me through the cactus? What's up with that?
There's a hole in that cactus. I can just make out the shape of an egg.
Oh, okay, it's just a bird. I like how my first reaction is someone is gonna shoot me in the cactus. Not that there's like a bird or something.
White flowers with purple edges.
Are these
White flower,
lavender?
bright red. White flowers,
Desert lavender. I don't have a reference for desert lavender. So let's go this way. Possum!
Hey,
Oh,
look!
that's...
Over there.
Wait, is that a possum? Wait. What animal is that? It's a coyote and a...
Oh dear. It's a coyote. He's sick.
It's two coyotes?
Is that a badger?
Oh no, okay, it's not two coyotes.
Badgers and coyotes often hunt together.
Ah, they're friends.
Clearly this badger is protecting his friend.
That's sweet.
I had no idea badgers and coyotes did that.
Me neither.
It's sweet, in a way.
Indeed. I'd love to try helping the poor creature, but I can't get close enough while the badger is here. They can be quite fierce.
They could badger in.
Perhaps we can lure it away somehow?
Yeah, maybe. I'll have a think.
We need to find some honey.
Tiny white flowers. They look like trumpets.
Can I have a stick? Oh, am I
A
gonna
dead
have to
branch.
break into
Must
the
have come
next?
from that tree over there.
Is this the lavender?
Striking little purple flowers.
No, this is oleander.
Strike. Orange flowers that look like small cups. Orange flower.
What if I poke the badger? I really don't want to disturb the nest. I've played enough games to know how this ends. Come on, just do it, Ronnie. Select.
Steady now.
Yep.
Got it.
I'm sorry, little birdie. Here, buddy.
Here you go, you little mongrel. A nice egg to snack on.
Don't call him that. It's just protecting his buddy. Yum, 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 yum. Oh,
Where did you find that egg?
in the cactus.
In a cactus, just over there. There was a bird's nest inside.
Oh dear. I hope the mother bird will forgive you.
Yeah, me too.
But at least now I can examine the coyote. Oh, poor thing. 2 puncture wounds in his hind leg.
Oh, he got bit by a snake.
Coyote was bitten by a snake.
Is there anything we can do?
Yes, but we'll need to be quick.
Am I gonna have to suck the venom out?
I'll try to remove the venom and treat the wound. I think I saw some snake root nearby. It has clusters of white star-shaped flowers. Please look for it quickly.
Okay. Tiny white.
Trumpets. White, white, white. None of these are white. White?
White flowers with purple.
This one.
This bush has.
Pick. Boop. Boop.
I managed to find some snake root.
And just in time, too. Relax, friend. This will help. There. I think you'll be all right.
Incredible. You're quite the healer.
I do what I can. We should head back to the wagon. We can gather a few more herbs on the way. Well, that was certainly an eventful excursion.
Sure was.
You know, it made me think of an old story about 2 other animal friends. I haven't thought about it in years, but it just came back to me.
Go on then, let's hear it.
Okay, but first,
What are you doing?
you'll see.
Oh? You're gonna draw?
Now then,
Oh, we're gonna whittle.
a fox mother was carrying her kits to a new den, one by one, when suddenly a hunter leapt out and gave chase. The mother dropped the kit she was holding and ran off, leading the hunter into the woods. Mewling in confusion, the kit stumbled away and tumbled down a steep hill, landing in a stream at the bottom of a ravine. He blacked out.
That's a beautiful
When the young
illustration.
fox woke alone on the bank of the stream, he started to yip and yowl. Nearby, a turtle poked her head out of her shell and peered at him. "What's all that noise?" she asked. "I'm alone and I don't know where my home is," Fox cried. "I don't see what's so bad about being alone," Turtle said. "And if you carried your home with you like I do, you'd always know where it is."
Yeah, just carry your house on your back, don't you know?
"I'm hungry too," said Fox, just realizing his stomach was rumbling. "Hungry?" Turtle said. "How can you be hungry when the water is full of delicious larvae?" And with that, she gulped up a large mouthful. Fox tried to follow Turtle's example and ate some of the tiny larvae, but they weren't very tasty and didn't fill him up.
No.
Turtle began to slowly walk away downstream. Fox followed. Now, night was falling, and it was getting colder. "Is there room in your home for me?" Fox, "No," said Turtle. Fox whimpered and lay down in the mud, shivering. Turtle went inside her shell to sleep, but she couldn't forget the pitiful sight of the lost kit. "Poor Fox," Turtle sighed. "You can borrow my shell, just for a while. We'll take turns." Turtle took her
Aw.
shell off, and Fox tried to crawl inside. He could only fit halfway, and it felt like all his bones were breaking, but he was grateful.
Oh!
then, a huge owl, seeing Turtle lying there unprotected, seized her in its claws and was about to carry her away. Yipping furiously, Fox kicked the shell off and chased the mean old owl away. That was close. Thank you, Turtle said. She went back into her shell, and Fox lay beside her, keeping watch.
Smart little Foxy.
After that, Fox and Turtle continued to travel together. Turtle discovered she could see farther and travel much faster by riding on Fox's head. She guided Fox to all the best spots for catching larvae and other tasty things, enough to fill both of their bellies. Fox found a curved piece of bark that fit him better than Turtle's too small shell. He carried it in his mouth during the day and slept under it at night, and Turtle had no fear of any predator, because Fox would bare his fangs and scare off anyone who threatened her. In this way, Turtle and Fox wandered from place to place until they had visited every part of the land, and both grew old and happy.
No, cute story.
So the lonely turtle and lost fox ended up helping each other. Touching story.
Yes, I always thought so.
Did you learn that from the author?
No. There was some storytelling around the fire, bits of gossip I picked up, that sort of thing. But their most sacred myths are private, not for outsiders. Not for me.
So where did you hear the story?
Actually, I read it in a book, Myths and Legends of the Native Vespuccians. Dr. Sedgwick bought it from a traveling bookseller. I think he was of two minds about giving it to me. On the one hand, I know he considered it frivolous heathen claptrap, but on the other hand, he thought it might be meaningful to me, having something connected to my origins. He was right. I cherished that book, devoured it. It was written by a white man who was supposed to have traveled all around the country collecting native folk tales. Sometimes I wonder if he ever left the publishing office in Bright Bay. Maybe he just made them all up. I preferred to believe that there was something authentic about them, though.
I imagine the writer did a fair bit of massaging to make the stories palatable to the book-buying public. Editors are finicky about what they'll publish. And who even knows if the people he got the stories from were just telling him what he wanted to hear. But somewhere in there is the seed of the original stories and the truths they have to tell. If putting them in a book helped them reach more people, like you, then that's a good thing, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
Anyhow, I liked the way you told it. It's your story now.
That's very kind of you to say. Thank you. Here, for you.
A Foxy!
Oh, this is really well done. Thank you.
Shall we head back now?
Sure. Let's go.
Oh, we're almost to Gato Gordo. I hope we go to Gato Gordo.
It's a beautiful wooden box with There's some tea in here. Leftover tea from the other side of the world. It's got a nice fruity aroma, kind of sweet.
Can I brew some tea?
Nadine carved this for me after telling me that story about the fox.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, I think I'll
Phil?
talk with...
Harley?
How are you liking the guitar?
It is a fine instrument. I have not had the opportunity to play in some time.
Favor us with a performance soon?
The music of Vespuccia is not to my taste, but I will play for you some songs from my country. They warm the heart and stir the soul.
Can't wait. Do you think Captain Boylan will be all right?
I would like to think so. It takes great bravery to confront one's inner demons. I am glad we were able to help him do so.
Now we've got some time. Care to tell me about how you came to Vespuccia?
I can appreciate your curiosity, although it is painful to relate. But you may as well know. I had assembled Lieutenant General de la Vega and several of my men in Jicotea, a small village on the Loyola River. We were preparing an operation to liberate the nearby town of Caballo Viejo. The Spanish army had it under occupation for some weeks, seeking intelligence on our movements. But before we could act, they struck without warning, without mercy. They did not confine themselves to fighting armed revolutionary soldiers. Old men, women, children, all were valid targets in their eyes. All held collectively responsible for resisting imperial rule. Victory was out of the question. We were hopelessly outmatched. Many brave souls laid down their lives to allow innocents a chance for escape. As civilians fled the village, I led the retreat north with Lieutenant General de la Vega. We gathered what we could of our forces from other positions along the way. It was clear that the army would relentlessly target any village known to harbor revolutionary cells and administer the same treatment. I left Jicotea a smoking ruin. I could not allow that to happen again. Temporary exile was the only alternative.
Just how temporary has this exile been?
A little more than a month now. I find it not so easy to keep count of the days.
So, this revolution, what exactly is it you're fighting for?
What does any man who is oppressed fight for? Freedom. Simple as that. The imperial government has grown fat on the labor of the masses. They torture and imprison anyone who dares speak out against their abuses. My people and I are straining to throw off the yoke of colonialism.
We'll talk more later.
I look forward to it.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello,
I've still got old Captain Boylan on my mind. Think he'll be all right?
I think so. He seemed much more at peace when we left him. I'm just glad our intervention did some good.
Your lesson on herbs was very educational, so thanks for that.
Of course. I hope the knowledge is of use to you someday.
Good book?
I'm not much of a literary critic, but it helps pass the time. Danny told me you're a writer. Have you published any books?
Me? No, books are way beyond my reach. I stick to articles and essays, and have trouble enough with those.
Me with my short stories.
You shouldn't underestimate yourself. It wouldn't surprise me to see a book with your name on the cover someday.
Well, that's kind of you to say. Guess we'll see.
Hey, Legere, I need a word.
Yes?
There's a stopped wagon up ahead. Traders from the look of it. I'll pull over. Go see if they've got anything worthwhile for sale.
Will do.
Oh, you use animals.
Excuse me, ma'am?
Oh, hello there. Where did you come from?
The wagon just down the road there. I was coming to see if...
Hold up there, stranger.
Pa, what are you doing?
State your business. We do not want trouble.
Easy there. Trouble's the last thing I'm looking for.
Then what are you looking for?
I've been sent to inquire if you were traders. Thought we might do business.
Ah, well, there you are then. You can put the gun down, Pa. She's clearly not a highway woman.
No? You know how sneaky they are, Ma. And this road is infested with them.
You've had some trouble with bandits, then?
Not personally, thanks be to God. But we know the terrible tales.
And we take such warnings seriously. Very seriously.
Pa, please. If she did have any wicked intent, I'm sure she's given it up now that she sees how well protected we are. Please put the gun away. and let's talk like civilized Christian folk.
I'm not Christian. I'm Leger.
Very well. I swear, if you attempt anything...
She'll regret it. There now. Well, you asked if we were traders. We were about to make camp for the evening, but we'd be glad provided you...
Rosewater, you say? We've just come from there ourselves.
Yep.
Is that right? We've made the trek many times. It is never dull.
It's been eventful for us as well.
Oh, I'd enjoy hearing about your journey.
We can
How
camp
about
together.
make an evening of it? A chance to trade stories as well as wares.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Now, Ma, is that a good idea? Ria has been fussy all day.
It will be fine. She loves meeting new people.
Who is that?
We do not have extra food, so we cannot feed you.
We do.
That's all right. We have some. We can pool what we've got.
Very good. A potluck.
Great. I'll let my companions know to prepare for company. By the way, my name's Harley Leger.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. We are the Fortine family. I'm Sarah Little Owl, and my husband is Carl. We've also got 3 children in the
Carl.
wagon. Beth, Bram, and
That kills
baby Rhea.
people.
You'll meet them later this evening.
I look forward to it.
What
They
a
have a
nice
puppy.
evening. I'm so glad we did this. Seems Gegi's taken a shine to Miss Johnson.
She's a fine dog. With a little training, she'd be a fine trail companion.
Oh, I don't think we'll bother with all that.
Fair enough. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to the other fire.
Take Gegi along if you want.
All right. Come on, girl.
That's a cute name, Giggy.
Hey,
Yes,
I'm curious to know how you and your husband met.
we both worked for the Gold River Trading Company. I'd already been at the lodge for a few years with my brothers when he first came through. We courted for a while, and eventually decided to elope.
Love at first sight, huh?
It took a while to get to know him, but I could see he was different from the other trappers. Brutes and wild men, but not Carl. After we were married, we both left the company and came west to work independently.
Are you from Western Vespuccia originally?
No, I'm Cheyenne. We come from the southern part of the province you call Rotterdam. Your friend, Miss Redbird. Who are her people?
I asked, but she doesn't know herself. We met her at an Otham village, where she was staying as a guest.
I see. Well, send her my way when she has a moment. I'd love a chat.
You folks been to Rosewater often?
Several times, yes. We usually spend the winter there. Ever since they extended the rail line, we can go there and sell to traders who ship our pelts back east. Actually, Rhea was born in Rosewater.
You don't say. Have you had your dog long?
Only a few days. We adopted Gegi from a traveling carnival we passed some miles back. Pa wasn't too enthusiastic about it. But I thought it would do the children good to have a companion. Although I have noticed that Bram starts to sneeze
Oh
something
no,
awful
Bram
when
is
she's
allergic.
around. I hope he gets over it.
How did you come up with the name Gegi?
Oh, that was Rhea's doing. Gegi is her way of saying doggy.
Aww.
We all thought it was adorable, and the name stuck.
So, what's the trapper's life like?
It can be rough, but I like the
Doggy.
freedom. We can go where we want, when we want, without any boss telling us otherwise.
It's not too dangerous for a young family?
The children are born to it. They can hunt and trap with their eyes closed.
Maybe they shouldn't do that though.
Besides, we don't go after anything dangerous. Mainly deer, elk, and beavers.
Your children seem very capable. How old are they?
Beth is 14, Bram is 9, and Rhea is 18 months.
Having a good evening?
I
much prefer our... That was a good meal.
Okay, I can only go this way then.
Harley, come, join us.
Oh, what's up?
Bad dog! Bram! Take this mutt back to the wagon. She has caused enough trouble for one night.
What'd she do?
She's just a pup. You can't expect her to be a perfect angel without being trained to it.
Trained? I would like to know how we will find the time for that. Honestly, I do not know what Sarah was thinking taking her in.
Here, Mr. Fortime, have some rum. I think it will do you some good.
I probably shouldn't, but why not?
How about that song you were gonna play us, Phil?
Ah, yes. This is a tune I have always enjoyed.
Mr. Fortine,
Yeah?
just wanted to tell you, your family's lovely.
Oh, that is very kind of you, Miss Leger. I am blessed to have such a loving wife and children. Quite fortunate. Ironic, really.
How do you mean?
Most folk mispronounce my surname as Fortune if they see it written down. There's supposed to be power in names, right? Maybe even wrong ones.
How did...
Oh, well, the other trappers treated her and her kin like the dirt they walked on. But eventually, I convinced her I was different. Decided we should elope. The fools I worked with did not look too favorably upon. We left town and moved out here to make it on our own.
I'd like to know...
Those apples did not fall too far from the tree, thank the Lord. Bram's a great shot. And Beth
Is he a
as
writer?
good a trapper as me. Maybe better. I just hope that does not cause trouble when the time comes to find her a husband.
Pardon my frankness, but I get the impression you don't much care for your dog.
It's not that I don't care for her. I do not believe
That's
we
fair.
can care for her. We've already got 5 mouths to feed. One more won't help. Ma didn't even consult me before taking her. Says she got her for the children, but they should worry about taking care of each other, not some poor animal.
What's the trapper's life like?
It can be a lonely life. Lots of trappers live and work alone, and hardly ever see another living soul.
Hey, Michael.
I think it drives them a little crazy, like they forget how to be human. That is why I thank God every day for my family.
Mrs. Fortine mentioned you were headed to Rosewater?
That's right. Be nice to see old Sheriff Campbell again.
Okay. I'm gonna talk with her. I haven't talked with her much.
Hey,
What do you...
Phil's not bad, is he?
I've certainly heard worse. Think I'll be retiring soon.
You're always the first one down. Be nice to have you stick around a while longer.
Think so, huh?
Sure. This is our chance to wind down.
Very nice
Enjoy each
song.
other's company some.
All right. Maybe just this once.
I noticed you and the dog were getting on well.
Thank you, Ara. Thank you. Enjoy your lurk. Thank you for helping me reach the goal. Thank you. Welcome in.
This family don't appreciate what they've got. Been thinking about getting a dog myself. Ain't found the time.
Excuse me, but it's getting late.
Very well. It was nice talking to you, Beth.
And you. Good night.
Oh, I wanted to talk with her too.
It's so nice.
Oh, did I miss my chance to ask her to talk with
It's so...
Sorry, think we could talk.
Not now.
Having a good evening?
I
much prefer.
Oh, did I mess it up?
Mr. Ford,
Yeah,
if Gegi's a.
you would.
Sure.
I'll take it though.
No, Ma would raise Cain, and the children would hate me if I gave away their dog.
You're right. I wouldn't want to.
Bravo, Phil.
Gracias.
This has been enjoyable.
Pleasure meeting you folks.
Likewise.
Thank
Good night.
you. Thank
and good
you.
luck.
Let us keep the evening going, shall we?
Hey, Nadine, how's.
I enjoyed I hope they fare well in Rosewater. So many people just come and go through town. It's not really a home for many. Kind of sad if you think about it.
Time for me to bed down. See you all.
I know it's not a big number for a lot of people, but for me it's a very big number.
Got any more songs for us?
In fact, I always found this one rather beautiful.
I could feel an auditory.
Dime que me haré, sin tu amor, flor silvestre.
I can imagine 400 people in a room, yeah.
Si los días no me
I
pertenecen.
was a performer, remember?
Desde que crucé tu jardín, si tu aroma mi alma carece, pierdo el deseo de vivir. Y cuando volveré, a en mis brazos tenerte. Si estando libre tú eres feliz, cuando nadie tu paso detiene.
So that's why it's a
La
big number for
distancia
me.
no se compadece
Because I can
de estos
see.
ojos que sufren por ti. Y vivo la ilusión de que un día regreses. Entre abrazos y caricias confieses que no
Are
hay
you gonna
vida
cry?
sin mí. Y dime que me haré sin tu amor, flor silvestre. Si los días no me pertenecen, desde que crucé tu jardín, si tu aroma mi alma carece, pierdo el deseo de vivir.
Goodness, that was certainly.
Oh, he's crying! Ah!
Are you crying?
Of course not. Just got a cinder in my eye.
Yeah, them cinders.
Hey, you don't need to be shy about it. Nothing wrong with showing your feelings.
You're right. Damn fine song, Phil. Thanks for sharing it with us.
My pleasure.
Hey, Danny. How's your evening been?
I really enjoyed meeting the Fortines. It's nice to see a family that's so close. All that time on the road and in the mountains, with only each other to rely on. It can't be easy, but they clearly make it work. I think maybe I'll ride my parents next chance I get.
I'm feeling a mite queasy, so if you folks don't mind.
Good night.
Time for me to call it a night.
Good night, Harley.
Buenas noches.
Sleep well.
No.
Morning. Say, isn't that the Fortines dog?
Not anymore. They let me take her.
We got a dog!
Oh, well, good. Gegi didn't seem too thrilled with the family.
I don't think she was. And her name's not Gegi anymore. It's Lisa Lou.
With all due respect, I prefer Geggy. Listen, it's her dog. I'm not gonna... I like
Good
it.
choice. She looks like a Lisa Lou.
I'm glad you think so. Now come on, let's head out.
What about the tents? I'm not gonna judge her dog's name. Can we go to Gato Gordo? We cannot go to Gato Gordo.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah, Harley?
It was nice to spend time with that Trapper family.
With who? Oh, right, the Fentons.
Fortune.
I believe they were the Fortines.
4 times.
Right.
I appreciate the chat.
Anytime, Harley.
Hey, Danny.
Sure.
How about that Trapper family, huh?
It's nice to see good people like that out here in the wilderness. Pretty easy to get jaded and expect nothing but bandits and mountebanks, you know?
I'm still impressed at how you just jumped in after that kid.
I'm just glad we were able to save him. It's nice to be on a team again, like old times.
A team? Like those folks you mentioned before?
Yeah. We were a posse. My best friend Petey was our leader. Petey and I left El Presidio along with 5 of our friends. We were looking for new lives out on the frontier. I told my parents we were pooling our money together to buy a farm.
Oh no! Not again! Not again! No!
Which was true. Except, we didn't actually have any money. Petey took charge and we all started off working odd jobs here and there. But he got impatient.
He had a plan. Oh no, Petey had a plan.
He got it into his head that it would be easy money to rob a stagecoach.
Damn it! Petey got a plan.
I didn't much care for the idea, but once Petey put his mind to something, there was no turning back. So the big day came, and things didn't go so well. Petey didn't make it. I was the only one who did.
Oof.
I'm sorry.
Me too. I just wish I'd said something more. Push back harder on the whole idea. Honestly, talking about it helps. So, thanks, I guess.
The wagon is slowing down again.
See anything out there, Danny?
Yeah, this is a small building.
Let's go take a look.
Engine's running hot. I'm giving it a rest. We set off again in half an hour.
I'm going to see what's happening over at that shack. You want to come, Jake?
Oh, you go on, Danny. I wanted to have a word with Miss Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Why are you acting so strange?
I will accompany you.
As will I.
Harley?
Go on. I'll be along in a minute.
What about the dog? Lisa has to go piss, girls.
They're having a private conversation.
So, then why can I stay here? Oh, fortune teller.
Sorry, mon cher. It seems fortune was not on your side.
Oh, shoot.
He's like me when I lose a game. I have that exact same expression when I lose something.
Hey, Danny?
What happened?
Why so glum?
She cleaned me out. And after I was doing so well. There must be some trick. I just wish I could figure out what it is.
How did she clean you out?
I don't know. It all happened so fast. I was picking the right cards, and then my luck shifted. Next thing I knew, she was guessing everything right, and I was out of the few crowns I had.
Lady Tichet, mind reader, take the challenge.
Isn't it Psyche?
Right. What are you up?
I've just been observing that woman. She doesn't seem trustworthy.
What have you observed, exactly? Anything unusual?
The way she moves, it's very practiced. There's trickery afoot. I would pay close attention to her motions if I were you.
What's going on, Phil?
Poor Danny seems upset about losing, but it serves him right for listening to a swindler. Everyone knows these things are rigged.
Okay. Listen, I too can also be swindled, so I'm gonna say.
Hi there.
Bonjour. Welcome. I am Lady Tichet.
It is Tichet.
Are you interested in taking my little challenge?
It's French. What's this
So
about?
what's the challenge exactly?
But it is quite simple. I bet you 1 crown I can read your mind.
Okay.
How does it work?
I shall lay 9 cards out on the table, then avert my gaze. You pick one of the cards,
Do you have a
then
mirror?
place the rest into the box over there.
Okay.
Once that is done, I will tell you which card you are holding. If I am wrong, which I sometimes am, you win double your money. Interested?
Mind running?
Of course. I shall lay 9 cards out on the table, then avert my gaze.
9 cards?
You pick. Once that is done, I will. If I am wrong,
Okay.
Right.
1 crown.
I'm gonna be very obvious.
All done?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Give me 1 moment. I sense that you have drawn the mirror.
Ha! You're wrong.
Impossible. Show me your card. I see. No matter. How about we try again, but this time raise the stakes. 2 crowns to start, 4 for you if I cannot guess.
You're on.
The odds seem good. Ready.
Let me see. I sense the ship.
Wrong again.
Merde! You have an unusually powerful mind.
Yeah, I just pick what I like.
Will you indulge me in trying a 3rd time? Double or nothing?
Okay.
Prepare to lose.
You have your card?
Hmm.
Yep.
I sense the sea.
Damn!
Oh, I am so sorry.
Let's be honest here.
No trick, madame.
Oh, yeah?
Those without the sight are so. If you wish to see my gift in action,
I'm leaving.
may.
Okay.
I
Did
would
you
keep
get-
What's going on?
Poor but
He's still a... Hello again.
Hello?
How ab...
Très. I sense the moon.
Damn!
Once again, I have.
I'm leaving.
May.
What?
Lady...
How do I?
Right.
How do I? Listen, I'm gonna save Scum because
A letter from Cormac addressed to... They're having a...
Okay.
Hi there.
Are you inter...
It's a small wooden box. It's a small...
Is it though? How do I break her?
Hello again. So...
I shall you pick one if I enter.
Let's... Oh, yeah.
If you...
Right.
One... All done?
Yup.
All right. I said the moon.
Ha! You're wrong.
Impossible. I see. How about 2 crowns?
The odds seem good. Ready.
Let me... I said the
Wrong again.
Merde! Will you indulge me in trying a...
Prepare to lose.
You have...
Yep.
I said the past.
Damn!
Oh, I am...
Do I have to lose?
How...
Actually, oops, I think I broke the game. Oopsie. Good thing I saved. Ooh. I broke it. I broke it. Just 1 second. Okay. Whoop.
Hey. Hey. I can... Hi there.
Are you...
So... Okay.
I shall you pick one if I am interested.
Let's... Oh, yeah.
If you...
I'm
May...
Hey.
I would keep my...
Let's...
But
He's...
Can I ask him for the gun?
They're having a...
Can I shoot the lamp with something?
A piece of petrified wood from the desert. An ancient arrowhead I found.
No.
Hello again. Right.
All done?
Yep.
All right. I... The...
Ha!
Impossible. I see. How about 2 crowns?
The odds... Ready.
Let... I said the...
Wrong again.
Will you indulge me in trying...
No.
Nah.
Suit yourself. You're winning. Let me know if you wish to try.
I'm leaving.
May fa- I would keep my eye.
What's going?
Poor bud.
He's still. But I can't really see anything. Lady Tichet always seems to look. But I can't really. Lady.
Wait a minute. From this angle, I can see the tabletop reflected in the glass. So that's how she does it.
Hello.
Hello?
You can drop the act, sister. I know you're cheating.
That is a very serious accusation. You may think you have discovered some chicanery, but I assure you there is none.
Chicanerie.
The truth.
How about?
Très bien. You have your.
Yep.
The cat.
Damn!
Oh, I am. May.
Hey. I know how that.
Really?
She can see the cards reflected in that lamp.
So what do we do?
Let's beat her at her own game.
Just what in the ether do you think you're doing?
Oh, she
Good dig is
suddenly
up,
not
Lady
flinched.
Tichet.
You're not gonna scam anyone ever again.
Because we shot a lamb.
Oh, I beg to differ. Now here's what's gonna happen. You're all gonna turn around and leave, nice and quiet like. I ever see any of you around here again, you get shot on sight. Do I make myself clear?
All due respect, we've got you outnumbered and outgunned. You're in no position to negotiate. How about you just get out of here and we pretend this never happened?
Hija de la chingada. She ran off with the money.
But we still have our.
Yeah.
It could have gone.
Let's just get back to the.
No, we're not. We're getting back our money. We're getting back our money. If we're not going to get the world, we're getting back our money.
Hey. 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 Hi there.
Oh,
So,
you.
let. Hey.
I would keep my.
What's.
Poor bud.
He's still. Lady Tish. Hey. It's a small wooden. Hello again.
Oh, you.
Right.
All done?
Hey,
Yup.
Dorothy. Thank you for the
I sense
resub.
that you have just.
Ha!
Thank you.
I see. Oh, do ground.
I'm trying to outscam the
odds seem good.
scammer by reloading.
Ready.
Now I don't even know what card I picked. I clicked too fast.
Let me.
Wrong.
Will you?
No, thank you.
Your. Let me know if you. May.
Lady Tisha, but I can't really.
Wait a minute. So that's how.
Hey, I know how that fraud.
Really?
She.
So what?
Let's beat her at her own game.
Okay, here we go.
Just what in the ether?
You're.
Hijo.
Now here's. You're all gonna. I ever do I?
All due respect. You're in no position. We'll go.
Fine.
Pleasure doing. Come on, let's.
Got Danny's money back. Let's go. I'll leave my Danny hanging like that.
Hey. How about an.
Sure, here's one about the time I lassoed a rabid coyote.
Lassoed? So it is how it's written. Aha!
And that's how I ended up with this scar.
Huh. There's a lady running toward the road.
The heck is she doing?
Uh-oh.
Mother.
I'd better see what's going on. What is it? Bandits? Highwaymen?
Worse. Performers.
Dun dun dun!
Good day to you, travelers.
What's so good about it then? And what are you thinking, running out in front of the wagon like that?
I apologize for the theatrics. I fear it's in my nature.
What do you want?
She really just ran out in the road?
Like a deer. She's lucky I keep the brakes in good condition.
Are you looking to get hit or something?
No, of course not. I suppose I'm, well, desperate.
That much is clear. You running away or something?
Heavens no, I could never do that. I'm the impresario of this theater troupe. Name's Kate Hatomi. Our show opens next week, and I'd be fibbing if I said it was going well.
So you are running away.
Sounds to me like you are trying to run away.
I am doing nothing of the sort. All I ask is an hour of your time. We've been rehearsing this play for so long. We're all too close to the material. We need fresh eyes and unbiased opinions. If you could but watch our rehearsal and share your honest, unvarnished impressions, you would be doing us a good turn. The performance will be gratis, of course.
Lucky for you, we've got Gentleman Jake on board. He's an expert showman.
The Gentleman Jake?
The
Why,
Gentleman
it would be
Jake.
an honor to play for him.
What do you think, Miss Johnson?
I think it sounds like an excellent chance to get a few winks. I'll park just over there. Y'all have fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself and all the Queen's Mid-Atlantic players, welcome!
See, that's the problem. You named yourself Mid. It was bound to not be great. You named yourself Mid.
This is a peek behind the curtain, if you will, at a work in progress. I thank you most humbly for your indulgence and warmly invite you to share your impressions following the rehearsal. And now, please enjoy the show. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a beautiful and charming princess.
Oh, no.
I love my land.
I was about to make a joke. Is she German? I was about to joke if she was German. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The princess was loved and admired by everyone in the land, except one. An evil wizard coveted the kingdom and kidnapped the princess, intending to marry her and gain the throne. To ensure she could not escape, he summoned a terrifying dragon to guard her.
That's actually a pretty good dragon.
However, all was not lost.
There was this
For
teenage
young hero
boy
rose to the challenge.
who got lost on the way to Hot Topic.
I shall battle the dragon and save the princess. That is, if my dear mother lets me. I said, if my mother lets me, of course.
Faye, that's your cue. Faye? Where the hell is Faye?
I don't know. Last I saw her, she was in her tent.
Oh, for crying out loud! I'm sorry, folks. I don't know what I was thinking. It's clear we won't be getting anywhere with this rehearsal. You can change out of your costume now, Dwayne. We're done here. Martina? Quentin? Same goes for you.
But I spent hours on my makeup.
And I spent months on this show! Look where that's gotten us!
Oh my god.
Everything I do to keep all this together, and you lot can't even turn up on stage now and then to hit a mark and say a few lines! Off with you, I need to think.
Damn.
I really must apologize for wasting your time. I knew the show needed some work. I didn't realize it wasn't fit to perform.
What are you going to do about it?
I don't know. There are so many problems to fix and so little time.
We'd be glad to help you make some improvements.
Are you sure? Much as it pains me, I can't honestly say we aren't in need of help.
Certainly.
Well, I'm curious to hear your suggestions. But right now, we need to find out what's wrong with Faye. Your doctor friend went to examine her, but I think she's just having one of her tantrums. You know how actors can be. Or perhaps you don't. In which case, consider yourself lucky. I'm going back to the stage. Come see me if you have any ideas.
Volunteering us to help, are you?
We showmen have a code. Never leave a fellow performer in a tight spot.
I thought the show must go on. Last time I checked.
It'd weigh heavy on my conscience if we didn't extend a helping hand.
So?
Perhaps. Excuse me.
Danny and I are gonna go talk to the two fellers playing the wizard and hero. I think you should help Miss Redbird see to that. Anyhow, we'll see if we can't get this show in halfway decent. Come on, Danny.
Alrighty. We all have a mission. What's this?
Someone kept a copy of a local newspaper. A cylindrograph. It's...
Oh, another visitor. Who are you?
Harley Legere. And you are?
Faye Davies. I don't expect it's a name you've heard. And as I was explaining to your friend here, not a name I expect you'll hear very much in the future.
Maybe you lay off the drink and you will live to see the future, huh?
Mrs. Davies, I would advise moderation in regards to that brandy.
Dear girl, I understand you like to dabble in medical matters. Let me assure you that this is the only medicine that works for me.
Hey, Nate.
Hello.
Did you examine?
I did.
And what's your...
I couldn't find anything wrong with her physically. At least nothing that an excess of brandy wouldn't explain. But she's in no state of mind to be performing.
I don't believe one needs to be a medical professional to draw that conclusion, my dear.
What's your opinion of the show?
Yes, please tell us. Don't be shy.
You weren't there. Why do you want...
I didn't quite understand it, actually. Perhaps it would make more sense if we had seen the whole thing.
Dear girl, I truly doubt that would have made much of a difference.
I'll see you later. Mrs. Davies seems quite fond of this stuff. A few books and a collection of wax cylinders in that box. Let's see. A poster for some show I've never heard of called The Dissembling Mechanism. Apparently it opened on New Year's Day.
We used this music for Twin's character in our last show.
I take it he was the hero in that one too?
Yeah, that is right. He's playing all the heroes.
Why?
I don't want to be juggling these.
This was the music we used for Mr. Ellis in the show we did before.
What character did he play there?
A train robber. This one. This was the first song I learned in English, you know.
You don't say. How does it go?
All of the little maidens go strolling along. All of the little boys come to sing them a song. All of the little children start dancing in line. And all of them have such a wonderful time. All have a wonderful time.
Do they now?
Interesting. Her accent all but disappears when she sings.
Yeah, that happens. It's not weird. Singing is different than speaking.
I do not like this one. It reminds me of sad times.
Yeah, it's a funeral song.
It is rather grim.
Miss Atomi says audiences prefer happy endings.
Hello.
Yeah, Martina Holder. I am sorry we could not finish the show for you.
No worries. My companions and I are trying to help your director make it better.
Ah, good. We do need the help.
When did you join this troupe?
Oh, about 4 years ago. Then my English was not so good, so I did not get many parts with words. But I am getting more and more lines in the new shows.
What were you doing before joining this troupe?
I was living in Bright Bay, working as an art model. One evening, the artist I modeled for took me to the theater to one of Miss Hatomi's shows. Afterward, he told me he was leaving to go to work on
German.
He could no longer keep me.
So he took you out to lessen the blow?
Not exactly. It turned out he knew Miss Hatomi. He had painted some backdrops for her. He took me backstage after the show and asked her to let me audition. I was shaking. I cannot even remember what I said. I had never acted before, you see. But fortunately for me, Miss Hatomi decided to take me on. Otherwise, I would have been out on the street.
On the street?
I'd like to know about your castmates.
They are fine people, and I am lucky to know them.
My new pronouns are they, them.
Mr. Ellis always has stories and jokes to make me laugh. He's also a very fine actor.
It's easier to say, to be honest.
On stages
They,
in
them.
big cities all over Europe. Dwayne is very nice, but he's also very shy. He does not speak much with me or any of the others. I have always thought it is funny that an actor is so shy, but when he is on stage, one would never know. And Mrs. Davies is like a mother to me. She cares for us very much and wants to make sure everyone is healthy and happy, although she does nag a lot. My real mother did not nag so.
You're a fake German then.
I must say, you've got a beautiful singing voice.
Oh, why thank you.
I couldn't help but notice how clearly your words come out in song.
Yeah, you are not the first to say this to me.
It's something that happens.
I cannot explain it. It is just something which happens.
Goodbye, Miss Holder.
Lovely to be speaking with you.
That is an actual thing that happens.
The desk is covered in papers. What a mess. Othello, Carondelet, Dissembling, Delphi. It's a poster for a musical show called Carondelet. It opened on June 2nd. Must be one of Miss Hitomi's previous shows. A poster for The Mystery at Delphi. Opened on November 6th. A traveling trunk. A pair of leather boxing gloves. These might... All sorts of costume. All sorts of costume. All sorts of...
I'm just stealing from them. Oh, actually, there was a little compartment there. Here. Oh, no, it's just the box?
All sorts of costume. No way I can force it open.
Can I pry? Okay, I need something to pry it open. Why do I need to pry it open? I'm in a point-and-click game. I just don't question things at one point.
Hey, Danny?
Yes, Holly.
You fellas talking about anything in...
Dwayne's showing me his stunt sword. He's supposed to battle the dragon at the end of the play.
By stunt, you mean that his sword play is stunted? Because, damn.
I've tried giving him a few pointers, but,
What did you think?
If one of Jake's shows went that way, I'd be...
Talk to you later.
See you!
Hey there.
Oh.
What are you doing with that sword?
Practicing for the show. I didn't get to do my big fight scene with the dragon.
Oh, your voice is familiar.
That sword seems to be giving you some trouble.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time getting the hang of it.
Your voice is very familiar.
The balance on this thing is terrible, and I'm always afraid of breaking it. I never liked working with prop weapons. But as long as we're doing medieval romances, I guess I'm stuck with this sword.
How did you end up on board with this crew?
Oh, I met Miss Hitomi and Mr. Ellis back east when they passed through my town in Appalachia.
Sorry, I'm googling who the voice actor
Snuck out of
is.
the house to see the show. I went backstage after to ask if I could audition to join. Miss Hitomi said no.
Direction. Oh, he's done a bunch of anime. Smash Bros. Too. Ah, you're in Metaphor! That's where I know you from, then. Who are you? Now I gotta know. Okay, this is the Japanese cast. Japanese. Can I select which cast I want? What? Ah, wait, I gotta know! Ow! Don't play the game, wait, I gotta know. Because it's very familiar. He's more! That's why it's so familiar, it's the narrator! That's why it's so familiar, it's the narrator, it's more!
So,
I've only played the demo, but
I stowed away in the wagon.
it stood
Rode
with
halfway
me.
to La Roche before they found me. That was when my real audition happened. Mr. Ellis spoke up for me. He said, "Now, Katie, my dear, you would be a bloody fool to leave the lad behind after a performance like that."
What were you doing before joining this troupe?
Working on my parents' farm. It was a rough life. Wasn't much to my liking. No glamour, no surprise, no fun, no opportunity to meet anyone interesting. And my father was very strict. All he wanted was for me to marry our neighbor's daughter so I would inherit his land and grow our family's holdings. Eventually, I realized I would die if I stayed any longer. My soul would die anyway. So I left.
How did you know you wanted to act?
I always liked listening to other people, hearing how they talked. Used to practice in front of a mirror and try to imitate them. Sometimes I'd dress up to get the look just right. Ma didn't like that much.
What do you think of your fellow troupe members?
Some days I hate them. Most days I love them. And any day, I would die for them. We're a strange little family, you know? Mr. Ellis and Miss Hitomi are a squabbling ma and pa. Dear boy, you must make more time for yourself. There are too few hours in the day as it is. Oh, leave the boy alone, Quentin. He can decide how to spend his time. And Miss Davies is our busybody aunt. Are you comfortable? Have you got everything you need? Is that costume too itchy?
So that would make Martina like your sister?
No, not quite.
Are you sweet on Martina?
With all due respect, that's none of your concern, ma'am.
Say, you're good at imitating other people.
Oh, thanks. It's always been kind of a specialty of mine. Used to get me in a lot of trouble back home, so I only do it for laughs nowadays.
Wait, are you also... Are you also... Yep. Yep, it's also Yagami. I'm like, this is so familiar. Yeah, it's more, but it's more recent. It's Yagami. It's Yagami from Lost Judgment and Judgment. That my friend Lily is playing. That's why it's so... Because I was listening to him yesterday. That's why it's so familiar. I was listening to him yesterday. Good night, Michael. I was listening to him literally yesterday. Everyone, if you want to listen to more Gregson, he's Yagami, the protagonist. That because I was listening to him yesterday. And of course, if he's playing Yagami, he is also Date, right? You're Date from... Or nah, am I imagining things? Is this games? No, this is anime. Films. Games. No, that's television, animation, video games. Here we go. Overwatch. Oh, he's also had them from Automata. AI the Somnium Files Kaname Date. My boy. My girl failure of a man.
Thanks. You can get back to your training.
That's why it's so familiar. It's just someone that I listen to a lot. Who'd have thunk?
Thanks, ma'am.
I should really get better at remembering names and stuff and knowing who's behind stuff.
Ah, one of your companions has decided to join us.
This is Harley Legere. She used to be a performer of sorts herself, you know.
You don't say. What sort?
I was a fighter. Not sure that really counts.
My dear, if an audience paid money to come see you, that counts as performing in my book. I'm Quentin Ellis, by the by. Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Likewise. Quentin Ellis is Othello, premiering October 7th. Mr. Ellis seems rather versatile. Lots of notes and sketches of different costumes and disguises. That is quite a lot of makeup. Hey, Jake?
Yeah?
You seem quite at home among these performers.
Sure. These are my kind of people. Old Quentin and I have been trading tales about life in showbiz. You ought to stick around and have a listen. You might...
How did you find the show?
Well, there's definitely room for improvement.
I'll just be on my way. I've got... Could I have a moment?
Of...
Just how long have you been a part of this troupe?
Why, since before its inception. That is to say, Kate and I have known each other since well before this incarnation of the troupe was formed. We met in Paris, you see, back in 27.
What did you do before joining the troupe?
I was classically trained at the York Theatrical Academy. I performed all over England before decamping for the continent. When I met Katie, I was touring Europe playing before the crowned heads. Why, my performance as Othello received a standing ovation from Archduke Hubert of Austria.
What drew you to the stage?
Ah, the eternal question. What drew you to the ring?
Money. Found out my tolerance for pain was higher than my
Really? Right now? Sorry, my computer decided to update again.
Indeed.
Don't worry, I cancelled it.
For me, it was love of the art. I was born with it.
Paris, you say? What was that like?
Ah, those were the days, wild and carefree. We found welcome from a public receptive to our more experimental forays. Nothing like the audiences you find here, mind. Dusty farmers and unlettered cowpokes, the lot of them.
Yet you came here. That's all I'm saying.
I'd like to know about the others in your troupe.
Fishing for nasty gossip, are we? Unless you have a couple of glasses and a
I am
bottle
seriously
or two of very
considering
good liquor stashed somewhere about your
considering
person.
moving to Linux.
You won't
I'm
be getting any
tired.
of that from me.
I think all my programs work in Linux anyway, because everything that I use is mostly open source and it has Linux parts. I think even Vinian. I think maybe Vinian won't work on Linux. Maybe I can make it work on Linux. I was waiting for like the SteamOS to be released to the public to move to Linux. But I'm so tired of Microsoft installing stuff without my consent.
Truly, they are good people, and I cherish every one of them. We rely on one another. Granted, we have our occasional quarrels, but what family doesn't? It's true that none of them have my training and decades of stage experience, so naturally they look to me for guidance and mentorship.
Appreciate the chat.
The pleasure was all mine, dear.
Okay, now I'll talk to the character. No, I still can't talk to them.
Phil?
Harley?
What was your opinion?
It was, however, with some...
Alright. Not terrible as far as props go, but it could use some extra oomph. I bet Jake wishes his show's backdrop was half as realistic.
Miss Hitomi?
Yeah?
When did you put this troupe together?
As it exists now? Oh, it's been about 5 years, I should say. That's when Quentin and I came over to Vespuccia.
What were you doing before starting this troupe?
I spent some time in London, then went traveling around Europe doing this and that, until I met Quentin.
Have you performed yourself, or do you stay out of the spotlight?
Me? Oh no, I haven't been on stage since Paris. Quentin and I used to do a little magic show, if you can believe it.
No fooling?
It was a very long time ago. Not worth remembering, honestly.
I want to hear about your cast.
Oh, they all have their talents. They wouldn't be in my troupe otherwise, but I don't hold with talking about people behind their backs. Why don't you get to know them yourself?
What do you think would make...
God, would Faye's in a black mood. Quentin thinks his character lacks depth. Martina's unintelligible. And Dwayne's swordplay doesn't even rise to the level of farce. And naturally, theater's all about imagination. But with the quality of our set and props, I fear we are asking rather too much of our audience in that department. I'm this close to packing it all in.
What's wrong with Quentin's character?
Not a thing! Everyone loves to hate the evil wizard. He's a guaranteed crowd pleaser, but Quentin thinks the role lacks depth. That his talents as an actor, and they are considerable, are going to waste. And yes, perhaps he has a point, but for God's sake, this is not the Royal Arcadium! We performers have a saying, there are no small roles, only small-minded, puffed-up thespians who suppose that entertaining the common man is somehow beneath them.
Exactly.
I love Quentin, really I do, but I've had it up to here with his carping and grousing. He doesn't listen to me, but you're welcome to try bringing him down to earth if you'd like.
What's the problem with Martine?
Weren't you listening? She doesn't so much say her lines as chew on them and cough them out.
Maybe she can sing.
She's a sweet girl, and her physical performance is outstanding. The things she can do with just her eyes. I'm loath to cut her part or take away the few lines she already has, but unless she finds some way to magically rid herself of that blasted Teutonic accent, I may have to.
You don't think the swordplay is good enough?
Setting aside that our prop swords are as likely to crumble to bits or give the players paper cuts as they are to make it through a scene intact, it's just not very convincing or compelling. Dwayne either needs to get more adept at handling them, or we need to rethink the whole sword thing.
He's gonna punch.
Thank God this play doesn't feature a real sword-fighting duel. But it does need a big climax where the hero slays the dragon.
He's gonna one-punch that
without a
dragon.
sword?
What can...
The best thing, your friend over there said he might have...
So long.
Take...
Okay. Oh wait, what's up with Faye?
What? God, Quentin took the last of the stew at supper without asking. Or Martina washed the linens the wrong way. Or Storm brewing 100 miles off is making her hair curl. She gets like this from time to time, usually whenever it will cause the maximum inconvenience to the rest of us. I haven't got time to deal with her right now. Maybe you can get through to her?
Okay.
So long.
Okay, Martina, you're gonna sing. You're gonna sing your little saloon song.
Miss Holt. Say, I've just had a crazy idea. Rather than speaking your lines, why not sing them?
Sing them? But what is that?
Strange.
But if only I am singing.
It's a little unorthodox, sure. Being expressive, doing the unexpected. I think it will really bring some emotion to the role. It'll be like your character is too pure to just say words. The feeling is so strong she has to sing them.
Yeah, I think I see what you are saying. Very well. I will try this next time.
Goodbye, Miss Holder.
Lovely to be speaking with you.
What? Select. Boop. You're gonna punch a dragon.
How do you feel about boxing?
I'd be happier doing any kind of unarmed fighting style, really. But how am I supposed to box a dragon?
With style and panache, that's how. It's all about confidence. And I have a feeling you'd look much more confident without that sword.
You don't think the audience would be confused?
It's your job to make them believe it. They just want a good show.
I don't think so.
I don't know. We've never done a boxing scene. I don't really know a lot about the form.
I used to do some boxing back in the day. Could show you some moves if you like.
Heck, sure. Why not? This whole sword thing clearly isn't working for me.
Danny, how'd you like to help out?
Sure.
She isn't bothering anyone and kissing every man in the room.
First, your stance is all wrong. Stagger your feet, 1 foot in front, weight evenly balanced, knees slightly bent. Good. Now, not bad. Try not to let your elbow flare out, Dwayne. Protect the ribs. I think
It's
you
not
boys
a
are getting the hang
fedora
of it.
that Indiana wears. Nah, you guys, you boys have fun.
Could I have a Is it true you used to have a magic act?
Why, yes. Funny, I'd almost forgot. Katie and I briefly tried our hand at stage magic. But in the end, it wasn't our true métier. Too much meticulous planning and bulky, specialized equipment. No room for spontaneity and delight. No emotional connection. No, it wasn't for us. Now Katie uses the old magic trunk to store costumes.
Miss Hitomi said...
Ugh, the evil wizard is a stock villain, paper thin, a cipher. All I do is tromp on stage and glower at the audience. He wants to rule the kingdom and kidnaps the princess, all right, but why? What motivates him to do it? Drama comes from a rich depth of character. Complexity, not caricature.
If you don't know, invent a reason. Write fanfiction or something. It's up to you, Mr. Actor. It's not because the script is lacking. If there's no canon, make it up.
I need something I can work with, something to sink my teeth into.
What if Jake and I came up with a better history for your character?
Do you think you could?
Sure. Harley's got the gift of writing, and I've been known to spin a yarn or two.
Very well. I must admit I'm curious to see what you come up with. Why does the wizard want to rule the kingdom?
Maybe the king once made him look like a fool.
Sure, and he's held a grudge this whole time.
I suppose it must have been quite a humiliation. So it's a revenge story then. All right, but why does he kidnap the princess?
I don't like any of these options. I don't like any of these options. The third one just doesn't make sense.
He needs money.
A wizard needing...
Oh, he's a wizard, not an alchemist. I reckon he has to go to the bank like everybody else.
And how does the dragon fit into all...
The dragon is the wizard's mother, transformed by a spell he can't break.
Unless he feeds the princess to her.
Oh my, this certainly took a turn. You have some unusual ideas. Perhaps you should give...
Let's...
Or why?
He has humble origins, but all...
Yeah, it's been his ambition.
All right, but...
He's
And how does the...
Unless...
Oh my... You have some unusual... Perhaps you...
Oh god,
Or
okay.
why?
Yeah.
All right.
He's
And how...
The wizard...
It's all a bit... just the usual... Perhaps you should give it a bit more thought.
Oh my god, what do you want?
Let's...
Or why?
Yeah.
All right. And how does the...
It's the wizard's...
Yes? It's all a... just perhaps...
Let...
Or why?
I'll give you conventional in a second.
He doesn't want to rule.
Yeah, in his...
Oh, all right, but why?
If they make me to choose the option that he's in love with her, I'm gonna throw my table. I'm not actually gonna throw my table. I can't pick up my table, but metaphorically. They're gonna make me choose he's in love with her.
He's actually...
And how does...
The wizard...
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Oh, this is a much
No love,
more
thank you.
interesting and complex figure. The wizard is human, like any of us. He has his own needs and desires. He strives to do the right thing, however that appears to him. He is the protagonist of his own story.
Yes, we all are the protagonists of our own story. You don't need to be an actor to...
This I can work with.
Think nothing. Appreciate.
The pleasure.
I've got...
Okay. So now all that's left is Faye. Oh, and the props. I'll do the props first. And talk to Phil. I'm gonna fill him in.
Harley?
Had any ideas to make...
Yes, this dragon head is...
You want to... Definitely.
I can rig it up quite... If you can find me some high-proof alcohol.
Okay.
All right.
I'll get you the alcohol.
I bet... Mrs. What? Why weren't you on...
Exactly what aspect of my current condition?
What's got you so...
I'm about to lose my place here, that's why I'm simply over...
You think you're being dismissed?
Oh, it's a long, long story, but Kate has been tightening the belt lately. She says our performances haven't been attracting the crowds they once did. But even so, we aren't doing that badly. All of us have taken quite deep cuts to our usual allowance. It still doesn't seem to be enough. Naturally, I, being the most recent addition to the troupe, am the first up to the chopping block.
Why?
If you ask me, something doesn't add up. I know for a fact that our run in Bois de Quivo is quite respectable. And yet apparently our financial future is dangling over the precipice by a freeing thread. It's all more than a tad suspicious.
So you suspect Miss Hitomi is taking more than her share?
We've all suspected it for some time, but I'm the only one who's willing to speak up about it. Everyone else knows I'll be the first to go, so they keep their heads down and wait to reap my share.
You've accused Miss Hitomi?
Of course not, but you can bet I would if I did.
If you were let go, what would you do?
Oh God, please don't.
It's a serious question. Everyone needs a backup plan.
I just don't know. Oh, what will I do? Kate couldn't be so heartless. Will they really just let me go? Will no one speak up for me? God, help me!
There now. How long have you been?
Oh, not long at all.
What did you do before you were a Queen's Mid-Atlantic player?
I was with another outfit based up in Fawcett. The Davies Traveling Spectacular. 15 years we were together. Anton, my husband, was our director and I was the star. When I got too old to play the princesses and heroines, Anton would cast me as the ravishing queen. He always made sure I had a spot on center stage. 16 months ago, he passed away in a stagecoach accident. An enormous tragedy.
I'm terribly sorry.
So were we all. Anton was the fiercely beating heart of that troupe. Absolutely irreplaceable. The others couldn't imagine going on without him.
So you're just a diva.
Everyone just went their separate ways. Just like that, everything was gone. My heart's love, my director, my...
So, how did...
Oh, the traveling theater world is quite... We all know one another. Kate heard what happened. We corresponded for a while, quite simply.
What drew you?
I've known I wanted to act since I was a girl. I would put on shows for my parents and the village children. I traveled to Fawcett to audition for Anton Davies' Traveling Spectacular. First, I became his star actress, and soon enough, his wife.
What can you tell me?
Oh, such sweet. Martine, especially. Dwayne is a good boy. And dear Quentin. Although he can get quite...
I'll just leave. Nothing to... The desk is... What a Othello. It's a poster. A poster. A trap. All sorts of...
How do I open this?
No way I can...
Oh, maybe I can go get the alcohol if she allows me?
I'd best...
Okay. So I need to find a way to open the trunk.
Miss Hitomi?
Yeah.
I had a chat with Mrs.
What?
Are you saying you're...
Of course not! What a ridiculous note!
So long.
Take care.
I'll leave her.
Hardly.
Alright.
Okay. Need to find something to pry open the...
I make it my custom not to read reviews.
I am afraid I...
I don't want...
No, thank...
Could I have a moment?
Oh.
I heard a rumor that Miss Hitomi might be...
Poppy! I'll bet Faye. I have known Katie longer than...
Appreciate...
The pleasure...
Keep at it.
Can I get your sword?
Suppose being an... That thing's been through the ringer. Miss Holder?
Yeah?
Do you...
What? No. Who has told you this? Was it...
Well...
I think that of all of us...
Goodbye, Miss...
Lovely.
Mrs.
What?
I spoke with...
Well, of course, she all seems well. The trapdoor opens.
So you don't try...
I don't.
I'll just leave.
My dear, I have no interest in...
A few books. A few books. A poster for some... Apparently. Mrs. Davies.
Okay, what am I missing? There was a button that I could use to... what was the button that I could use to see what I needed? Inventory. Oh, okay. Oh, I can look here as well.
The actor's life doesn't... The act...
Okay, nothing here.
No mistaking who this wagon belongs to. That is quite a lot of makeup. Lots of no... Quentin... I've got... I'll leave. Phil?
Hard.
Remind?
Some fuel.
All right.
Sorry, I'm checking all the buttons again. Okay. Do I have something in my inventory that I... Can I use my lockpicks? Nah, that would be too easy. But that would make sense.
If my eyes don't deceive me, that's a false compartment. Just need to figure out how to open it. No way I can...
Oh, maybe...
A poster? It's a poster? What a... Othello. The desk is...
Maybe I can ask how to open the compartment now?
He's... I'd best...
Okay. Do I ask her directly?
I'll leave her alone.
No.
A brass button. Mr. Ellis said this was Miss Hitomi's old magic trunk. Maybe these buttons aren't just for decoration. Damn. What a Othello. What a Othello, Carondelet, dissembling, Delphi. Wonder what that means.
Othello, Carondelet, dissembling about.
It's a poster for
A
poster
musical?
for the mystery.
Okay, let me dig it out. Othello. Caron.
What a Othello, Carondelet,
Dissembling.
dissembling, Delphi. Wonder what that
Delphi.
means.
Okay.
A travel. All sorts of costumes, fake be. All sorts of a brass.
I'm trying to think. OCDD. Can I press any of the brass buttons?
A poster for. Apparently, it opened on New Year's Day.
Oh, New Year. Okay, one.
It's a poster for.
June 2nd.
A poster for the mystery at Delphi. Opened on November 6th.
November 6th. Okay, 6211. Wait.
A poster for the mystery at Delphi. Opened on November 6th.
Okay, so it's the month first because this is America. And Othello was
Quentin Ellis is
October
Othello,
10. So
premiering
10,
October 7th.
7. So how does this help me? Oh, do I press 10 and 7, 6 and 2, 11 and 6? Huh?
Quentin Ellis. It's a poster for a musical show.
June 2nd.
A poster for the mystery at Delphi. Opened on November 6th. A travel.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? Oh, maybe it's 7, 2, 1, 6. 7, 2, 1, 6.
Fantastic.
I'm so smart. I'm so smart. I'm big brains over here.
Quite a bit of cash in here, so Miss Hitomi is skimming off the profits? Perhaps that book might shed some light on things. Seems to be... I'd better take a look. Huh. It seems Miss Hitomi's keeping the extra money to invest in the show. She calls it a rainy day fund, and she has a separate space for emergency salary reserve. So Mrs. Davies was wrong. I ought to show her this. Maybe it'll calm her down.
Okay, and then I can take the brandy. Bessie, you need to stop being such a diva.
I found this lead.
So I was right.
It's not quite what you...
Rainy. She isn't
She's setting it aside to help you all.
Oh dear, how am...
We all make mistakes. So now that you know your position is safe...
Yes, of course. Thank you for clearing up this
Can I take this?
I don't think she'll...
Okay, I'm gonna go put this back if I can. Oh, I can't.
All sorts of
Can I close it at least?
Quite up, so Miss...
Okay. Well, I tried.
Here.
Yes, excuse me.
Miss Hitomi.
Yeah?
I think you can try a second rehearsal now.
Really?
Positive. Let...
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a beautiful and charming princess.
How I love my land. The people are kind, the water fresh, and the day sunny and bright.
The princess was loved and admired by everyone in the land, except one. An evil wizard coveted the kingdom and kidnapped the princess, intending to marry her and gain the throne.
Hark! You may think me evil, but wait until you discover my true intentions.
To ensure she could not escape, he summoned a terrifying dragon to guard her. However, all was not lost. For a young hero rose to the challenge.
I shall battle the dragon and save the princess. That is, if my dear mother lets me.
My dearest boy, proud as I am of your bravery, I worry so for your safety.
Fear not, mother, for I shall return victorious from battle.
And so the brave lad rode to the castle and confronted the mighty dragon.
One Punch Man!
With the dragon defeated, our brave hero rescued the princess and vanquished the wizard.
Curses! My plans have been foiled.
Oh, my brave son has returned.
Ah, your highness, I am smitten by your beauty. Will you marry me?
Yes, yes, gladly will I marry you.
And they lived happily ever after. Well, at least we made it through to the end that time. Your fix has made a big difference. It's given me a lot to consider. Quentin has offered to do some rewrites. I'm sure he'll get us in good shape by next week.
Glad to be of service.
I'm curious to know how it all turns out. Send me a note at the Rosewater Post after you premiere.
Gladly. We should be on our way. Miss Johnson has surely awoken from her nap by now.
True enough. Break a leg next week, Miss Hitomi.
Thank you. Safe travels.
We did what we could for Miss Hitomi and her folk. In the end, they formed a strange kind of family, and they seemed determined to keep on going.
Did you know, like in French, and we also say in Portuguese, we say muita merda. So when you're about to act, to go on stage, we say muita merda, because it means a lot of shit. We wish you a lot of shit, because you know, in the olden days, people went to the theater or to the performances by stagecoach. So if there was a lot of shit outside, it meant that there were a lot of people watching. So that's why we say muita merda. If you didn't know.
We've kept on going too. The oppressive, arid heat is beginning to give way to fresh breezes and forested slopes as we leave the desert scrub behind and cross into the mountains. Onward and upward. Phil's music has livened up the journey some. It's an autographed ferrotype of the Queen's Mid-Atlantic Players. Miss Hitomi gave it to us before we... In case we need to dig...
I like that our wagon is getting filled with our memories. That's so cute.
Hey.
Yeah?
In your professional opinion, do you think Miss Hitomi's show has what it takes to succeed?
Oh, sure. We really dazzled it up for him. If it ain't a hit, I'll eat my hat.
I appreciate the chat.
Anytime, Harley.
Hey, Dan.
Sure.
Think Miss Hitomi's show will be a success?
I sure hope so. It still needed some work, but I think we helped out a lot.
No, it cannot be.
What's wrong?
What's going on?
Not sure, but we're slowing down. Must be something important if he convinced Miss Johnson to stop. Care to explain what's going on?
I know these people. They are from Jicotea.
All the way out here?
Yes. I thought they might head for the border, as I did. I am relieved to see they made it.
General Márquez, ¿qué haces aquí?
Antonio, it is good to see you are well.
I would not say I am well, General.
This is my companion, Harley Leger.
Has the General recruited you to his cause then?
Not at all. I'm writing a story for the Rosewater Post.
Is that so? There is much that could be written about the plight of our people. For instance, how the brave General Márquez brought it all down upon us.
What are you talking about, Antonio?
You came to our village with your talk of revolution and freedom. You are very persuasive, General. Your words moved people and put many innocent lives in harm's way. No sooner had you arrived than the army came to rain fire upon us. Surely you knew what would happen.
I expected some response, of course. But who could anticipate that those Spanish dogs would behave like such inhuman monsters? But I also believed that the people would resist. And resist they did.
You gave us no choice. We were forced to defend ourselves. But you never allowed us to decide if we wanted to join your fight.
I did not consider...
It is only by God's grace that some of us managed to escape. Jicotea, our home, is gone. Those who survived made our way here to this strange country.
Where is Lieutenant Morales? I ordered him to lead a civilian evacuation as escort. Did he not conduct you to safety?
Yes, he did. But I do not think it would be a good idea for you to see him.
Why?
In fact, it would be best if you just go now. We do not need any more of your revolution here, General.
These people clearly need help.
Like what?
Let's poke around. Seems to be a news. It keeps the chill of the pot hanging. There's a length of string tied to this tree. There's quite a few people.
General Marqués. No puede ser.
Isabel, I am glad to see you.
What are you doing here? And who is this?
Good to meet you. I'm Harley Leger. We'd like to help you.
Is that so? Will you be helping us the way General Marqués did when he abandoned us to the Spanish army?
Isabel, you are not being fair.
You dare talk to me about fairness? Fairness would be seeing you executed for cowardice.
What?
After drawing the army into a battle, you fled, leaving us to be massacred.
I did no such thing.
You should have stayed and fought with us, first into battle and last to retreat. Instead, you withdrew as Hicotea crumbled. How do you expect to achieve victory if you do not stay to claim it? It was only the brave leadership of Lieutenant Morales that kept us alive. Now, we are stuck here, unable to return and take back what's rightfully ours. I don't want to speak about this anymore. Leave me in peace, General.
Oof.
The pews have seen better days. Some of them have been converted into makeshift beds. They've turned a pew over to serve as a table, and it seems the collection plate's been turned into a serving plate. Someone left their knife behind. They've turned some... Phil?
Harley?
Who is this Lieutenant Morales you mentioned?
One of my bravest compadres. And a dear friend. I tasked him with leading the survivors of Hicotea North, across the border, if necessary. If he is here, I would...
Right. This shelf probably held many candles once. It's been a long time since anyone used that altar. Tell me more about
myself. What can I say? My life has been completely destroyed. I used to take care of my grandchildren, while my son and his wife worked their farm. Now, I am stuck in a strange country with no hope of return. And to complete my torment, the man responsible for it all turns up as if nothing happened.
Is your family here? Did they escape with you?
No. My son stood up to the Spanish tyrants and died defending his home. Last I saw his wife, she was fleeing with the children. I do not know where they went. Lieutenant Morales and his men ushered a group of us out. There was no time to gather anything or find our loved ones. As am I. Sorry I cannot return to punish those who robbed us of our freedom.
How did you come to shelter in this church?
After crossing into Vespuccia, we soon realized that we could not survive in the open desert. The forest proved just as dangerous. At last, we happened upon this abandoned church. It may not be much, but at least it has walls and a roof.
Yeah.
Would it be possible?
That is...
We'll talk again later. It leads up to the loft, but I'm not Several articles... Could I have a...
What do you...
I'd like to hear more.
My name is Antonio Ruiz. Like my family for generations before me, I used to be a baker in our village, Hicotea, but everything changed when now my family is gone, and I am a refugee in a foreign land.
I'm so sorry.
Better to be alive somewhere strange than dead at home.
How did you wind up in this camp?
Lieutenant Morales got us away from our village and helped us across the border. We decided to head west, out of the desert. 3 weeks ago, we found this abandoned church and set up our camp. It has not been easy. We have sick and injured, and we have already lost some along the way. We cannot stay here forever. We need to find a more permanent home.
Tell me about Isabel.
Isabel is misguided. She believes we should return to Jicotea and fight. She refuses to see the truth. We are better off in Vespuccia. A revolution is a lost cause. Our own country would have us submit or die. All that is left to us is to start a new life.
We'd like to see...
As I said, Lieutenant Morales, I do not want to torment him further by allowing General...
Thank you.
Adios, señor.
Can you tell me about Antonio?
That poor old fool. He thinks we should abandon our home. The man I once knew would not just roll over and admit defeat. It is sad to see how age has enfeebled him.
We'll talk again later.
Okay. Okay, we need to find food. We need to find...
There's a length... There's quite a few... Phil?
Hardly.
Isabel...
Perhaps. I have been thinking...
I'm listening.
These people have lost so much. I would like to present them with a...
What's that?
A simple votive candle. We just need to find... I hope they might appreciate the gesture.
Could you tell me about...
It is a vote. We need...
Right?
We're making them a candle. Yes, that's exactly what I need. A candle.
This is stuck fast. That won't help.
What do you mean that won't help?
I'll just...
We're gonna make them a candle with the things they already had here.
Got it. I'll take some.
Okay, what are the instructions again? Oh, wait. Okay. And the cotton. The wick.
It keeps the chip in the pot. Getting there.
I need more wax?
It leads up to the... Several are... Best to leave her.
But there's no more wax.
The pew... There's not enough wax to...
Beeswax.
Not a bad place to see. Not a bad place. Not a bad... There's quite a few...
Here?
Don't mind.
So I'm taking all the wax that they have spread around for another light sources
That should be...
to make a single candle.
How about that? Harley Legere, Chandler Extraordinaire. It's full of... Here.
Yes, good. I can call everyone together for a... But there is one more thing.
Seems like they've already...
Yes, Antonio and Isabel are at odds. I do not know whose leadership, although my influence is somewhat diminished. I feel that many might still be swayed if I... Who would you choose?
What are the arguments in favor of each?
Well, Isabel's heart still burns with the spirits of the revolution. And she says that many feel the same. She would have them go back in defiance of a government so morally corrupt that it would send soldiers to massacre simple villagers.
What do you think would happen to them?
They would all be risking their lives, but they would also be sending a powerful message. The revolution lives. The people yearn to be free. We will not surrender to evil. Such a proclamation cannot be ignored. And when enough voices finally shout it all at once, it cannot be resisted.
And the points in Antonio's favor?
Antonio rightly says that the people of Jicotea did not ask for their village to become a fortress of the resistance. By my coming, I made it a target. They were swept up in something over which they had no
Yeah,
control.
this is not this
no
people's
say.
fight. I'm
And
gonna
they
go
have
with Antonio.
already paid a steep price.
But surely there must have been some support for the revolution among the people, or you wouldn't have gone there in the first place.
Yeah, but still...
Some, yes.
Some,
Many were
not all.
sympathetic to our aims, but had not yet been moved to action. We were trying to rally support. A brave man may offer up his life for a cause, but may he bravely offer up the lives of others.
Honestly, yeah, it's not up to you. It's the people.
It seems to me that if you make a decision one way or the other,
Exactly.
you're as bad as that corrupt government you're trying to resist.
But if they were making me choose, I would just say Antonio.
You're fighting for freedom, so why not give them
These
the
people
freedom to choose
are
for
too hurt
themselves?
to fight back. Right now, at least.
Antonio says the villagers just want peace, and Isabel says they're spoiling for a fight.
There is much wisdom in what you say, but I do not know. What if such a question divides the people irreparably? Now is a time for unity of purpose, not further fracturing.
I think they'll need to work that out for themselves. But first, they've got to find out where everyone stands. Bureaucrats and dictators always think people are too stupid to make their own decisions, so they treat them like cattle. If you show the people you trust them with their own fates, I think they'll surprise you.
Mi amiga, the spirit of the revolution does indeed live in you. Thank you for helping me to see it. Gather the villagers and meet me in the church.
All right.
Amigos, thank you all for gathering to listen to my words. You all have suffered tremendously. I know you do not look
This is all
favorably
just
upon
children and elderly people. They can't fight back.
but I wish to offer my sincerest condolences and take a moment to remember the fallen. Whether or not they would have chosen this fight, it came to them unasked and claimed their lives. Eusebio Lopez, Gloria Hernandez, Abel Martinez. All martyrs of the revolution. Let us cherish their memory and ensure that their names are never forgotten. Now that we have honored the past, let us speak of the future. Speaking to Antonio and Isabel has made me realize that leaders should not make every decision. For us to truly be free, we must each be allowed to choose our destinies.
What are you saying, General?
When I came to Jicotea, I hoped you would all voluntarily take arms and fight. Many of you did, and for that I will always be grateful. But I did not realize that I was also forcing the battle upon you. In not giving you a choice, I became no better than our oppressors. For this, I am sorry. Isabel and Antonio have their own ideas for the future, but it is not my place to tell you who you should side with. That choice is and should always be in the hands of the people.
But General Marquez, if our group splits up even more...
Then you will know that those who remain beside you are there because they truly want to be, not because they feel they have to be. My friends, you may stay or you may return and fight. But no matter what you choose, you shall have the two most important things in the world. Honor y libertad.
A rousing speech, General. I was hoping for something more decisive.
My decisiveness was what got you all here in the first place. I hope you can forgive me.
You are forgiven. Before you go, you were asking about Lieutenant Morales? I will take you to him if you wish.
Please.
Follow me.
When did this happen?
2 weeks ago. Some of the children were playing in the forest when they startled a mother bear with her cub. There's nothing more dangerous than a mother defending her brood. Lieutenant Morales got them to safety, but the beast mortally wounded him.
Brave to the last.
Indeed. He died a hero's death protecting the vulnerable.
May I have a moment? Lieutenant Morales, I promise your death will not be in vain. We will carry your name on our lips when we march to victory. Until we meet again, old friend. Come, Harley. Adios, Isabel.
Adios, General.
Why don't you go on ahead? I'd like a minute to collect my thoughts.
Very well.
Oh? Is this a prompt for me to save the game? There.
Oh, good, you're back. We're low on food. If we want to eat tonight, we'll need to hunt for more. I'll let y'all decide what we're after. Round here, the fishing's pretty good. And there's plenty of rabbits and pheasants. Personally, I'd suggest rabbits. Easiest to catch and prepare.
I wouldn't be opposed to some pheasant. Danny makes a mean stew.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What kind of fish are common around here?
Mostly salmon.
Ah,
Salmon.
Fishing.
Yes, I vote fishing as well.
And you, Legere?
I'll go for rabbit.
I'll go with rabbits.
So we got a three-way tie. But we'll give Lisa Lou the deciding vote. What do you say, girl? Rabbit it is. Come on, Legere, you're with us. Rest of you start setting up camp for this evening.
I want to meet her a bit more. That's why I chose rabbits. I barely interacted with her.
This is a good... I'll set up the snare. You go look for some bait.
Like what?
Queen Sarah's lace or wild carrot. Bring me at least...
Will do. I don't think these are the... A clump of pup... Definitely.
I can pet her.
Atta girl.
Yeah.
She looks happy to be out stretching her legs.
Pet her again.
Atta girl.
Good girl. Oh, a fairy ring.
This should be enough to...
Did you know that mushrooms speak? They have a language.
A ring of mushrooms.
They resonate with each other.
This lug's been here a while. A ring... Here you go.
Thanks. Now let's keep our distance. And now we wait.
Come to think of it, I've never eaten rabbit before.
I have, unfortunately.
You've had chicken?
Sure.
Practically the same.
Not the same.
Sounds like we got one.
Should have enough for a decent meal in no time. Not bad. We eat well tonight. What is it, girl?
Oh, she youngie? Oh, she's very youngie.
Shit.
Holy...
Quiet. Do exactly as I say. Back away, nice and slow.
Yeah, just keep facing the bear.
Thank the Lord it ain't a mama bear, just a juvenile. Probably smelled the rabbits. Still plenty dangerous.
I'm backing away some more.
All right, I'm with you.
What if you threw it?
Good idea. Good. Keep... That was close.
I'm glad you were with me. Hate to think what would have happened if I'd been caught alone. Shame we had to sacrifice some of our catch.
We still have plenty to feed everybody, and the meal will be all the tastier for the trouble we went through for it. Come on, let's get the fire started.
Lisa behaved very well in front of the bear. Good girl.
Now that was some good eating. So, I've been meaning to ask, what's everybody planning on doing with their share of Clark's stash?
Hey, Fuck. How you doing?
Jake, is that something we should really be talking about?
Look, I ain't deaf. I've known about your little treasure hunt for a while. Far as I'm concerned, that's your business, and I want no part of it.
Yeah, we're continuing our Western ventures. We finished Red Dead Redemption last stream. And today we're going through this that we had started a while back. It's a point and click that I'm really enjoying.
You paid me to get you to El Presidio, and that's what I'm doing.
Miss Johnson's been a valuable member of this group. I think we should cut her in.
You're kind, Legere, but I ain't interested. I was taught to earn an honest living, and that's what I intend to do.
Also, we don't know if there's any cuts. Thank you, Robertson. Enjoy the kitties. Enjoy the kitties, actual.
I think I'd like to buy a new pair of 6-shooters. Maybe a horse. It'd be nice to travel the countryside, too.
Have we not been doing that?
Well, sure, but I meant for pleasure. What about you, Phil?
My share will go to the revolution, of course. With full coffers, we will more readily find willing allies. And, of course, I will send something to assist the refugees here in Vespuccia.
That's good of you, Phil. I think I'd like to open my own clinic.
Dr. Redbird, eh?
Well, no, I can't practice as a doctor without a medical license. But I could continue as an herbalist, or maybe a midwife.
So get your medical license. You're already worth 10 of those frontier quacks out there. They're all practicing with some scrap of parchment they paid some fancy school for. You could just write in for one. You'd never have to attend a class or show your face.
Perhaps that's something to consider. You sure you aren't interested in joining us, Miss Johnson? The extra money could let you stay in one place for a while.
An interesting thought. But I don't mind moving around, at least until I find something worth staying put for.
What about you, Harley?
Yeah, I'll make my plans for the money when I have it.
I'm not much for chasing dreams. I'll let you know my plans once I've got the money in hand.
Fair enough.
And you, Jake?
I'll probably donate my share to orphans. You know, just like I did with that gent of mine.
You donated a mine to children?
Because the children
purpose?
yearn for the mines, Phil. The children yearn for the mines.
No, obviously they can use the profits for their own upkeep. Clothing and whatnot.
Yes, but how? Who is doing the mining?
The children! Have you not heard of Minecraft?
Hell if I know. Now drop it, will you? All right, folks, I'm turning in. See y'all in the morning.
Good girl. Glad to see you and Lisa Lou getting along so well.
She's a great pup. suddenly the road feels a little less lonely. Ain't that right, girl?
She's not much of a... How are you feeling, Phil?
Oh, well, I have had much to think about of late. Learning the fate of Lieutenant Morales and the refugees has left me uneasy. I ask myself whether we did the right thing. And what of the revolution, or the mystery of the fort's Aurum shipments? I have yet to hear from Lieutenant General de la Vega regarding either. So many questions and so few answers.
Sounds like you really do have a lot on your mind.
Indeed. Would you like to join me in a toast to the fallen?
Gladly.
A los caídos. Salud.
Levantem-se, o que querem que eu faça?
Salud.
I believe I will retire for the evening.
Do they really use the expression to the fallen in Spanish? Because in Portuguese we don't. It doesn't make sense. I mean, the fallen, yeah, I mean the dead, but we don't use fallen as a... At least in Portuguese.
Good night to you all.
Doing all right, Danny?
I think so, yeah. I'm feeling pretty tired.
You okay, Nadine? You seem lost in thought.
Oh, I was just contemplating what Miss Johnson said about me getting a license. I never really thought about it before. On one hand, it's exciting to think about all the possibilities, but it's also just as terrifying to consider the unknown.
You should go for it.
Well, I think Miss Johnson has a point. You should try for your license. Anyway, isn't considering the unknown all part of being a doctor?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll give it some more thought. It seems I'm sleepier than I thought. I should get to bed.
Fair enough. Get some rest.
Good night, Harley.
Looks like you and I are the last ones standing for a change.
Imagine that. You going to bed?
Guess so. You?
Not just yet. Time to get in my nightly walk.
All right. Enjoy yourself. See you in the morning.
Good night, Legere. Come on, girl.
They're a good team.
Morning. We ready to head out?
Oh, I don't like this. This means that she's missing.
We should be once Lola returns. She said she was going to go scout down the road a ways.
That was a while ago. Maybe we should go check on her.
I'll go look for her.
You sure?
Yeah. Be back in no time.
Where's boy? Where's boys? Where are the boys?
The breakfast fire's still going. Let
me see. I'll save over this one. Yes.
Everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Just some damn vandals making trouble.
Is that stone thing a shrine of some sort?
Yes, it's a traveler's shrine.
What's a traveler's shrine?
A custom of the road. Folks set 'em up for lots of reasons. Some think they bring luck. Others use them to pray to St. Christopher. Sometimes they have gifts or supplies you can use, provided you leave something for the next traveler.
What kind of person would mess with something meant to help people?
Plenty of folk in my experience. Sorry way of the world. We gotta fix this. Whoever did this probably just scattered everything around. We can search the area for what's missing.
What exactly are we looking for?
Well, the icon of St. Christopher for one. See all that writing on the boulder next to the shore? There was probably something people used to make those marks, but that's also gone.
You can just use a pointy rock or a knife to do that.
And the offering box is empty, so we should put something in before we go.
All right. It's covered in writing. What's all this writing?
Folk usually write the name of their destination on a nearby surface.
Nice little pond. Nice. Nice little.
Keep your distance. That's poison ivy.
It's okay. I do not react to poison ivy. It's my only buff in life is that I can pick up poison ivy barehanded. It's my only buff. I am immune to poison ivy.
Keep your
It's my superpower. Immunity to poison ivy.
I'm heading back.
All right.
The breakfast. Watch out for the broke
people.
There's a big. What's this?
Good.
This bottle's. Hey. What is St. Christopher the saint of?
Safe travels.
Travelers, I guess. Also looks out for athletes and people with toothaches.
What a man.
Next time I'm on my way to get a tooth pulled after a rough boxing match, I'll keep him in mind. What sort of thing?
Some useful supplies to help the next traveler in need. I'd suggest drinking water or candles or...
We haven't had much chance to speak one-on-one.
This ain't the time to swap. Let's focus on what...
We should get...
I agree.
A pile of dead. Hey!
Oh, Shulk Walsh was just so easily, though.
The tree's covered in moss.
That's not a good...
Yuck. What's that?
Probably a squirrel or chipmunk.
Oh, I thought that was poop.
What do you suppose?
Probably a storm.
Nothing inside but dead...
I thought it would be poop.
A pile of...
Guess we'll fill it with some water then. Let's hope this water is potable.
Hope you ain't thinking of drinking that.
Something wrong?
That water's stagnant. Unless you want to be run...
Yeah. I'm gonna boil it. 1 second. That's why you're here.
This shouldn't take long.
Also, I wouldn't drink from a bottle of water
There, nice and clean.
that I found in the wilds without boiling it. Also, I wouldn't drink from a random bottle of water that I found in the wild. I'm gonna be very real. Unless I was like in a very desperate situation.
You said people right where they're going on here?
Yes. Observing the tradition?
Yes. I think our destination will suffice. There. It's covered in rice.
Good. You got... That'll make a nice... Glad you found him. He can go back in the alcove on the shrine.
Okay. Oh.
Someone left some oranges, but... There. Now the next thirsty traveler can have some clean drinking water. That's not what this alcove...
That shulk is gonna get wet.
There you are, St. Christopher. Back where you belong.
Do I take them all the oranges?
Someone left... Right? I think that's everything.
Not quite.
Leaving your own mark?
Yep.
Wherever.
What do you mean by wherever?
Simple. I'm asking for safe passage to wherever I end up.
And where's that?
Damned if I know. Right now, the only way I'm going is forward. We all got our paths in this life. I'm just trying to forge mine.
I like Lola.
I know what you mean. I've never stayed in one place too long either.
That's so?
I'd only been in Rosewater a day before we started this trip. Before that, I lived in Pierre a few years after moving from Rampton, but I grew up in New Britannia.
Lamplight City? So you're one of them tough gals, huh?
Well, there was a time I boxed under the name Spitfire Harley.
No kidding. Guess that explains a few things. We should head back to camp and get a move on. Sun's already higher than I'd like.
After you, Miss Johnson.
Call me Lola.
I think we're gonna play some cards today.
How about a few?
Sounds good.
Let's do it then.
And then I'll read a book again.
Good thing we're only playing for honor. We're slowing down.
Oh, good. I was thinking we were about due for a stop.
I could use a walk.
There's a man standing by the side of the road. Maybe we should see if he's all right.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to think no one would ever turn up.
Why is there trees in the middle of the road?
What's the matter?
The post office has been overrun.
Let me guess. Rats?
Rats? Rats would be welcome friends compared to the evil in there.
Cockroaches.
Evil? What evil?
Termites.
The deceiver. The father of lies.
Stop talking in riddles.
Please drop the poetics and tell us what's going on.
I can't be no clearer. Lucifer himself has invaded the post office.
Maybe he has some potions. Some potions. Some parcels. I don't know. I've been switching words. When I mean to say one thing, I say another thing that's completely unrelated. Like earlier today, I was thinking about a box. I was talking about a box. And then I said a piglet instead of box. And they're not even related words in Portuguese. Caixa, leitão. I don't know, maybe I was hungry. I don't like meat that much.
Just like in that story. He lived...
Wonderful. Another maniac. Frontier's lousy with them.
Oh, it's a cougar. Okay, I'll get her. I'll get her.
Then again, maybe not.
I'll get her. Don't worry. I can deal with cougars.
Wanted, Gina Fuller, the demon. Wonder if Mr. Postman isn't just susceptible to the power of suggestion. What's this jug?
It's my supply of drinking water. Yes?
I'd like you to tell me exactly what led up to your current predicament. And give me every detail.
Very well. I arrived last night with a load of mail from Bly, up north. Passed the night
You
here
left
and
the door
spent the
open?
morning sorting and tidying. Getting ready to continue on to the next station in Wolf Spring. About midday, I stepped outside to ready my horse. Then I heard the most awful noises coming from inside. Sheila heard them too, and bolted off like a shot. Saving her own skin, I can hardly blame her. When I looked in, I beheld a most dreadful scene. Blood everywhere. Sounds of snarling and crunching bones, and his horrid shadow on the wall. I ran out here to pray for help, and ain't moved.
What was that you said before about a...
Of course. You must know the famous short story by H.W. Montesquieu.
Do I?
The devil lives in the post office. A most chilling tale.
When I worked in the post office?
Of course, but now, I suspect he must have known something the rest of us didn't.
Big fan of horror fiction, are you?
Well, you know, no more than anyone else, I suppose. Just something to while away the long hours
This is how
on
the
the
people
road.
would see me. They thought I was a wild cougar in the fucking post office. But instead of being afraid, they just bullied me. They just bullied me out of my job.
Isn't life horrific enough all on its own without thinking up new, imaginary ways for things to be awful?
We just go in there and we bully that cougar.
Ah, but the devil is
Or
very
that
real,
bobcat
miss.
or whatever it
He'd
is.
only like you to think otherwise.
What makes you think it's the devil and not something else?
What else could it possibly be?
A wildcat.
I can think of a few possibilities.
Go and have a look for yourself, then. You'll not doubt.
Aren't we pretty far from civilization? Why have a post office here?
Why is there trees in the middle of the road? Why did they build a road with trees in the middle?
Not at all. We're just outside the delivery area for Shivering Pines. 10 homesteads within a 2-mile radius. Anyhow, it mostly serves as a transfer and rest station for carriers like me. But next time they ask me to take this route, I'll tell them to go to hell. Because that's where they sent me.
Keep calm.
You left the door
I'm going to try and
open
take care
and a
of this.
cat went in. And he was probably hunting a rabbit or something. You dumbass.
God be with you.
You're in the middle of the woods. There's trees in the road.
He's off. Hey,
What do
you think?
Not the...
Yeah?
Hey,
Yeah?
do you believe that?
I don't doubt he believes it.
Nadine?
Yes?
What's your
I'm not sure. Obvious. I believe.
Hey,
Yes, huh?
any thoughts on
Whatever.
Phil?
Hardly.
What do you...
If it is.
Thank you for all the encouragement, everyone. I'll deal with the cougar on my own. See, it wasn't even the door. It went through the window. Dumbass. It's a lynx.
This devil lives in every post office.
Excuse me?
I have a feeling the mail will be delayed today. This has got to be how that thing got in.
It's a lynx.
I have a feeling the mail... This lantern seems to be what's casting that shadow.
Okay. Kitty, 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 kitty.
What in the ether?
It's a lynx. You've never seen a picture of a lynx in your books? How do I kitty out of this? Do you want some tea, kitty?
This. Glad.
Kitty.
Whoa. What? What?
Kitty, come out.
This is.
It's a cat. Congratulations.
He's awful jumpy. Phil?
Hardly.
Are you carrying?
I left.
You left your holy water back in your
Hey.
space?
Yes,
Would you?
just my. They could be of use.
Nadine?
Yes?
Don't suppose.
Help with.
Good point.
It's a lynx!
Hey.
Yeah?
Got any?
Aside, well, I got my pocket mirror.
I'll take that.
Okay.
I'll do the ancient cat trick of shining a light and making them chase it. Can I? See? Cat!
How about that? Seems our devil is just a hungry wildcat. He's still back. Got some good news for you.
Oh?
It's not the devil in there, it's a wildcat.
I knew it!
Jumped in through the window, looks like. Right now, he's having a fine time feasting on a fresh rabbit.
Oh. Are you certain? The devil takes many forms.
Yeah, I don't think he particularly likes High School Musical, though. If the Wildcats are the High School Musical team. The basketball team. Okay, no one cares, Ronnie, except you.
I'd stake my life on it.
So what do we do about it?
I'm open to suggestions.
Easiest thing to do would be to scare it off. I could fire a warning shot. That ought to.
I don't think I could lasso it.
I do have some fire. I could scare it off with those.
Don't spin me! You know I'm right. You know I'm right. And if you don't know how I'm right, we're watching fucking High School Musical in June.
The poor creature's probably frightened to death.
It sure didn't seem that way.
Animals often act vicious to mask their fear.
Not that different to humans.
Because I don't know left from right. We've been over this many times. We've been over this that I can't tell left from right many times.
True enough.
Okay, we'll splash some water. Can I just use the light trick that I was going on about?
This lantern's...
It works with any cat, trust me.
This...
Trust.
He's still... Hey!
Yes?
Don't shoot the cat.
Phil?
Hardly.
Nothing to...
What do you need?
Any tips for...
Yes.
We can't just leave...
Reckon you're right. Like I said before, best bet is to...
Hey.
Yeah?
Scare the wildcat.
Right.
Bet on it, bet on it.
It worked! Just saw the critter leap through the window.
What about that other noise?
It was the other window. Listen, you can't win them all.
Damn it!
Uh-oh.
Wildcat must have not...
Well, we'd better do so.
So, we got news. We need your water supply.
Someone give me a hand with this? That was a close one.
You're telling me.
What? What happened?
The mail was lit.
The inside of the office got a little singed, but we managed to put out the fire.
Oh, Thank the Lord.
Funny, didn't see him in there with the bucket. Guess we should head back.
God bless you folks.
Okay, time to read a book.
Pardon me.
Leger, get up here, would you?
Coming. Danger! Danger!
Bridge is out. We'll need to take the detour north through the mountains.
Yeah, that was me. I'm sorry. It was me in the other game. I'm sorry. You know, Dutch had a plan.
Hey, you there. What happened to the bridge?
Just fell down the other day, damnedest thing.
Yeah, just fell down, yeah. Happens all the time.
Heard a big boom, and next thing I know, no bridge.
Yes, a hell of a thing, ain't it?
You know, if I was you, I'd just turn right back.
Oh, yeah? What's wrong with the detour?
That road's haunted or cursed or something.
Uh-oh.
Nobody who goes that way ever comes back.
Maybe there's a very nice place at the end of that road. Have you considered?
You can't be serious.
That's what the last person who came through here said.
He's just here to say this. There's the trolls under the bridge, and there's the grandpa by the broken bridge as well.
And wouldn't you know it? I ain't seen him since.
Maybe you need some glasses. Have you gone to the optometrist yet, Grandpa?
The bridge mysteriously collapses, and you just happen to come along and warn people about a haunted road? Seems to me you know more than you're letting on.
Oh, I'm just trying to be helpful.
Look, if folks take that road and never come back, it means they made it where they were going.
That's true.
Now, if everyone who went that way did come back, then you'd know there was something wrong.
Huh, never thought of it that way.
If you'll excuse us, we've wasted enough time.
Road's haunted.
What was that all about?
Road work ahead. I sure hope it...
The bridge over the canyon's collapsed.
Who was the old guy?
Just some nut. Tried to convince us the road was cursed.
You really do meet all kinds out here, huh?
We seem to be blessed in that regard.
Road's haunted.
Maria.
What the hell was that?
A hole? A pothole? You've never driven on a bad road?
Are you okay, Harley?
I just broke my butt.
Yeah, I'm fine. We'd better go see what happened.
Anyone got a spare tire?
How bad is it?
Bad. One of the front wheels caught a big hole in the road. Front axle's completely split. It's gonna take some time to fix. I suggest y'all find a good camping spot. We might be here a couple days.
Yeah, how are we gonna fix that? We're in the middle of nowhere.
Well, this is just fantastic.
A broken axle is fixable. We can deal with this.
Yes, and if we lose a day, we lose a day.
And there's someone with a cape coming by.
Hey, folks.
Hold it there. Who the hell are you?
Hey, easy now. I mean you no harm. My name is Jerome Hawkins. I come from the settlement just up the mountain. I saw your predicament. Came down to see if we could lend a hand.
A settlement? Up on that mountain?
Yes, sirree. We don't see new faces often, so everybody would be dying to meet you.
I can repair the axle. I just need time.
What a woman. What a woman. Lola, can you come fix my car door? Thank you.
Oh, nonsense. We'll send somebody down to see to your wagon. In the meantime, I invite you to come up and be our guest for supper.
Oh, is this the cannibalism sub-story? You know, there's always one. We're in the Wild West.
We can offer you a safe and comfortable place to rest tonight.
We're gonna be the supper.
Much appreciated, Mr. Hawkins.
Wonderful. Follow me then.
Oh, we're gonna be the
Greetings, friends.
supper.
I
Oh,
hope
we're
you're
gonna
well.
be the supper.
I might shaken up, but tolerable well otherwise.
I'm the one that fell with my ass on the ground. Why are you shaking up?
I can only imagine. Brother Jerome said it looked like your wagon was in bad shape.
Nothing that can't be fixed.
Of course. But in the meantime, I invite you to stay with us here in New Bethel.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm Joanna Taggart. On behalf of the brothers and sisters of the
Oh
Second
no!
Dawn, I bid you welcome.
Not another religious cult.
Thank you, Mrs. Taggart.
Please, call me Sister Joanna.
You're not my sister. I don't know you like that.
Are you a religious sister then, Sister Joanna?
We are all brothers and sisters in God here, none placed above any other, although I do provide spiritual counsel to the community here. We can get further acquainted tonight. We're preparing a welcoming feast in your honor.
We are the feast. They are tenderizing the meats.
You may wander freely as you please.
Yeah, you gotta tender the meat, you know. I just made that joke.
But as this is a place of peace, we ask only that you relinquish any weapons you carry.
We left them in the car, locked in a box that is, soldered to the car. Yeah.
Brother Jerome will store them safely for you. Sister Bridget, could you please show our guests around and get them settled?
Oh, we're gonna be settled all right.
Yes, Sister Joanna.
I look forward to seeing you all at the feast.
Oh, I don't like the vibes. I don't like the vibes. Oh, we're okay.
Brothers
we're still alive.
and sisters of the Second Dawn, may I introduce our honored guests.
What's up with the Rapunzel over there?
At this table, we have Miss Harley Legere and Mr. Jake Ackerman. With the Rangers, Mr. Danny Lowe and Mr. Phil Marquez. And with Sister Bridget, Miss Lola Johnson and Miss Nadine Redbird. Please join me now in prayer. O Lord, we give thanks for sending these fine people here for safety in their time of need, and for this food prepared by loving hands. We give thanks to you for blessing New Bethel by raising it up on this mountain, above the troubles of the world below. For as we know from Psalms, the mountains will bring peace to the people, and the little hills by righteousness.
Maybe the old man was right. Maybe the old man was right. Maybe you should heed the warning of the old man by the bridge.
As we partake of this food, we pray for health and strength to carry on and try to live as you would have us. This we ask in the name of God, our Heavenly Father. Amen.
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 May God be with us in our hour of need, which is right now.
And now let us feast and celebrate the arrival of our new friends.
Please prove me wrong, game. Oh no, there's folk dancing. This cannot end well. And we will return to scary folk dancing on the next episode. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for helping me reach 400 followers. I wasn't expecting that at all.